25 pounds. More beef than a cattle ranch in the circle right now. There is no way, no how this goes the distance. No, sir. Not in this reality. Not today, not happening. Reug and Grishenko. Grishenko's got to use his reach, particularly in the jab, in the legs, to keep Reug from coming on the inside and pummeling him. Patient start here from Reug. Omar Kane.
Look at the way Grishenko took control of that center circle.
I was going to say the same thing. I think it's the first time I've ever seen anybody back Reug up against the cage.
Half a minute down already. Grishenko trying to turn Reug up against the fence. It's a jostle of power at the moment. Size of the back on Omar Kane.
You can see Grishenko's got those underhooks, and he's able to stop Omar Kane from dropping down and attacking those legs. This is what Kane usually likes to do. He likes to reap out those legs and go for trips. And Grishenko's doing a good job of controlling with those underhooks.
Near the midsection from the Belarusian. Little shoulder thrust there. Good corking knee to the outside thigh from Grishenko. Don't forget, folks, we'll be in venues in virtual reality this Saturday night. Catch the replay of this event. Join us in the Venues app.
You know, this is what I've been waiting to see for Reug, as we've seen him in one championship now, being inside the circle with somebody who can actually match him strength for strength as it applies to wrestling.
Because you immediately see him drop down, try to attack those legs, but he's not even swimming in. You can see he's not trying to pummel, he's not trying to reestablish an over-under. He's still got those overhooks, and he's trying to just stop the knees from coming in. This is an interesting look for Reug.
This is a tough position for him as well, because Grishenko is 2 centimeters taller than him, and so that gives him a lot of reach with those knees when he's coming up on the inside.
Now he's got an over-under. Now we're at 50-50 in the pummel. This is interesting. I thought what would happen when he first experienced a little bit of adversity inside the circle.
Let's also not forget a very quick turnaround here for Omar Kane, who competed at 1 on TNT1 back on April 7. Very fast turnaround for a big fella. Body shots here from Grishenko, knee from Reug, which translates as a mystic shaman. Reug, Omar Kane.
Now those body shots by Grishenko might not be hurting Omar Kane, but they're scoring. They're showing as a little bit of aggression. That's one thing that Kane's got to do. He's got to start doing a little bit just to show he's trying to put some pressure on Grishenko.
More knees to the midsection, and Kane breaks off the reset.
Do not grab the shot, okay? Ready?
Stern words there from the boss, Olivia Cost, to Omar Kane, not to grab the shorts of Grishenko. Jab 2 there from Reug. You wonder if the grabbing of the shorts could stem from the Senegalese wrestling. Circles off clockwise now does Reug. Grishenko controlling center circle, trying to lead Reug into that right hand.
Grishenko's being really patient here, picking his shots. He's walking Reug down and just waiting to basically unload that right hand.
Cracking leg kick. Just dropping to the lower part of the quads of Reug. Then goes upstairs for the headache maker. Nicely done from Grishenko. Gut punching knee. Drives him against the fence. Body shots from Grishenko. What aggression from big Kirill Grishenko Dragon.
Yeah, and the way that he's cutting that angle off and circling Kane into his power side, that's dangerous from Grishenko. Kane's got to be very aware of what he's trying to do inside the stand-up. He's got to swim underneath, and now he's got to try to spin. Grishenko's showing good power.
I think we've actually already begun to test Reug's cardio here. He's starting to breathe a little deeper, be very, very cautious with the shots that he's taking. And yeah, this looks like the beginning of the cardio in for him. So he's going to have to figure out something so that he's not locking horns with Grishenko the whole time, just wearing himself down.
Rich, what's it like when you first experience adversity inside the circle? Like inside, when things don't go your way, the doubts start creeping into your mind. It's demoralizing. It was for me.
It is. It can be very demoralizing, but this all depends on your past fight record, history,
He's
experience.
never lost.
Well, not only that, but
in everything.
But in wrestling in Senegal with his training partners, is he getting pushed in the gym? Does he actually experience adversity during training? Because if not, if he's in the gym just tooling people every single day, when you run into something like this, you're not used to it.
Grishenko goes to the outside thigh. High check there, but it looked to hurt Omar Kane. Kane on the outside. Blowing heavy here, the Senegalese wrestling champion. He's going to go to unfamiliar territory. He's going to go to the second round for the first time ever. Spinning back fist from Grishenko to end a stellar round. What a round from Grishenko Dragon.
Yeah, but we got to see a little glimmer of hope from Kane there at the end as he was able to hit that knee tap takedown. But this is what we saw a lot of. We saw this clinch, we saw this upper body pummel as Kane was trying to attack the legs, trying to go for a double leg takedown. Grishenko was able to control the pummel, keep Kane upright and not allow him to take, but he was constantly circling him to his power side, throwing that high kick and throwing a lot of hands. But then in the last few seconds of that round, Kane was able to finally hit a takedown.
Plenty of instructions in the corner of Reug between rounds, choosing to take a stall Reug. Meanwhile, Grishenko choosing to stand. Seems to be a little bit of urgency, some frustration in Reug's corner. Very relaxed though in the corner of Grishenko. Second round of 3 of this heavyweight contest. We are scoring as an overall bout, not round by round. So picture it like a 15-minute big match instead of 3 individual rounds that have been scored. How do you see it after the first 5 minutes, Rich?
Yeah, after 5 minutes, I see Krill actually being the aggressor here. I mean, it wasn't a highly aggressive first round, so don't take that word out of context. But you can see here he's moving forward again. He's very selective with his shots. Hold the clinch. He kept Omar's back on the fence most of the time and was able to pick and land a couple some hand combinations as well as some kicks. So I have him ahead at this point.
Here come the clubbing punches from Reug, but he couldn't connect, and Grishenko ties him up, tries to look for the fence again.
This is exactly why Krill, I believe, was really taking his time with the combinations in the first round, because if you get yourself out of position with somebody like Reug, even if he thinks he's tired or whatever, Reug has that explosiveness and he has that power in his hands to put you down.
Yeah, and the minute he sees that opening, he can pull that trigger, and he immediately started throwing those hands. Krill's got to stay very relaxed and also keep his hands up nice and high, because that right hand of Kane is a hammer.
As the ace said earlier on, we are really testing the gas tank of Reug, who competed only 3 weeks ago at 1 on TNT1. Spinning heel kick, how do you do from Grishenko? And a nice knee to the midsection from the big man from Belarus.
I like the head moving from Grishenko. He kept his head off the center line, moving nice and tight, staying away from that power of Reug.
You know, I talk about Grishenko being cautious with his shots and making sure he picks things, and then he goes and throws a spinning kick on me. Come on, man. You're making me look bad.
You didn't listen to Michael's intro, man. Grishenko is wild, man.
100%.
That's a 250-pound man throwing a beautiful spinning heel kick. Grishenko introducing himself to the one championship world right now, and doing so in fine fashion. Overhooks that right arm of Kane.
Grishenko challenges Ininika Holskin.
You know, we're seeing a lot of this match in this clinch like this, and there may not be a high-paced fight, but I'm watching this on the edge of my seat because I know something big is going to happen before this time expires.
Wrist control here from Reug on the right wrist of Grishenko. Grishenko looking towards his corner. They're barking instructions at the Belarusian.
But this type of game is Grishenko's world. This is Greco-Roman wrestling, these upper body entanglements. This is what he's spent decades mastering. Kane's got to attack those legs, give him something a little bit different.
Because Greco-Roman wrestling, of course, Mitch, is all above waist. There's no leg stuff, right?
It's all upper body, so you can only imagine how strong Grishenko is.
Omar Kane, the uppercut, tried to put the chin through the top of the head. And Grishenko just shrugs it off, drifts back to center circle. 2 minutes 15 remains in the second round of 3 of this heavyweight slugfest.
I can't believe it's gone this far, Michael.
Outside leg kick from Grishenko. Nobody expected it to be here in the second round.
Yeah, I talked about Grishenko making me look bad throwing that spinning kick, but you're the one that said this was going to end in the first round, Michael.
Actually, I'll correct you there, Rich. I did say it would end, not in the first round, but it would finish. So it's got to go the distance for me to eat some humble pie. Jumping, balking cross there from Grishenko. They do a little tango, and now it's Grishenko against the fence.
Yeah, But Khan has seen the second round before, so he has experience in that deeper water. But he's also, what he also has in deep water is he still carries power. I've seen him snatch people off of the ground in these later parts of the round and slam them. So he's always dangerous. But this is new territory for Grishenko.
Wrist control here for Reug. 1 minute 10 now remaining in this round. Reug did come in as the favorite.
Go guys, work.
Nice knee there on the inside from Khan. He is a superstar in Senegal. As we said earlier, undefeated in Senegalese wrestling. If you've never seen Senegalese wrestling before, it's pretty incredible to watch. Lots of action.
Yeah, Michael, I was chatting on Clubhouse earlier, and there was so many fans that were so excited in this matchup because of Khan, because he has such a reputation and he's so popular out there in Senegal.
Knees from Grishenko, knees from Khan. It's been a better round for Omar Kane. Once again, we are scoring as an overall match, not round by round. Good high knee to the upper right ribs there from Grishenko. Do you sense Grishenko tiring here, Ace?
Yeah, I do a little bit here as well. And you may see this as an overall better round for Khan, but other than just pushing him against the fence, he's not doing a whole lot of work here. I would like to see the ref break them.
Just a flash of a right hand on the bell, and Omar Kane is down. Well, Omar Kane, was that knocked down before the bell or after it? This is interesting. See if we can get a replay and maybe hear the sound of the bell on the replay. I think that's what happened.
I think the referee, Olivier Coste, said stop right as the hand was being fired.
So this is the end of the round. Did it connect the right hand? It didn't look like it connected.
Did it look like Khan was putting it in his throat?
I don't even think it hit his throat, unless something before the right hand hit him in the throat, but I don't know what.
The right hand looked like it was short, like it just barely touched the chin.
I need to know now. Can you continue, yes or no?
Some controversy, folks, before the start of the third round. If we get there, Omar Kane is on the canvas at the moment, claiming, I believe, a shot after the bell in the second round that hit him in the throat. Listen here.
You want to continue, yes or you need to go?
So there you heard the bell. The right hand was after the bell. I'd like to see another replay on that right hand in slow motion and see if it did connect cleanly with the throat as Omar Kane